Hi, I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats at the Toronto Independent Film Festival at the CARLTON Cinema in downtown Toronto. Hi, I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto with writer, director, producer DALE WINDLE. How does it feel to have your film Rulers of Darkness at the Toronto Independent Film Festival?
Pretty awesome. It's absolutely fantastic. It's definitely more than just a dream come true. I'm really excited. We're lucky that we've got quite a few of the cast coming down as well, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
What was the inspiration behind the making of the film?
Well, a couple things. As you can tell, I'm not an 18 or 19 or 20-year-old sort of film buff, but I've always wanted to make movies my whole life. My father was kind of a tough guy and said, no, you're not going to do that. You're going to become a quote-unquote professional. And so he was one of those people that you just didn't disobey. So I became an architect. I did that for 15 or 20 years. But I never liked it, and it wasn't really what I wanted to do. My heart wasn't in it. I eventually left that and did something else. And then a few years ago, I had a really close friend of mine committed suicide, and then a couple of other friends died in a head-on car crash. And I sort of woke up one day and I said, you know what? It's never too late to have a happy childhood. And so I made a decision that I was going to start making movies and fulfill that lifelong dream.
Was making the film everything that you expected it to be?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's when you've never... I made one short in the summer of 2010 and then started on the script for this movie, Rulers of Darkness. And the whole process was sort of a gigantic adventure, I guess you could say, from beginning to end. And so, yeah, it was... I don't know, I knew it was going to be a lot of work. And so, yes, I guess it was. It definitely fulfilled that expectation that it was a lot of work. But it was a lot of fun. And a great pleasure. And it's, now that we have the movie and it's done and we have distribution, it's coming out on iTunes, it's selected to a whole bunch of festivals, we've won awards, that kind of thing. It's more than I could have ever asked for.
What's at the heart of the story?
It's funny, I was driving along and I heard a story on CBC about a band that had recorded an album at a little tiny town in Manitoba called Falcon Lake. And they called it the Falcon Lake Incident, and they talked about how that was actually a 1967 UFO encounter that happened in Falcon Lake, Manitoba. There was a prospector out there and this UFO came down and this energy ball kind of came out, and I was intrigued with the whole idea that there was this event, that the aliens weren't the sort of scaly green skinned things that we usually see in movies, that it was energy and sort of a gaseous thing. And so that became kind of the seed for the story. And then what we did was we sort of took that concept and ported it into the modern day, so that there's a kid from Chicago goes up, his mother got killed by this entity, and he doesn't really understand that, so he goes looking for answers and finds more than he really wants to find. So it turns into kind of a bit of a thriller at the end. Yeah.
And how do you hope that audiences respond to the film?
It is definitely, it's a lot more like, it's not really sort of a real action-y adventure kind of film. It's more of a thinking film. It does have it does have some tension in it. It's sort of more like an X-File. So I want people to come out and say, I really enjoyed watching that movie. It was enjoyable to watch. It made me think about a few things, and I liked the story. That's what I'm hoping.
And where's the best place to find out more information on you and the film online?
We have a great website. It's www.rulersofdarknessmovie.com, and it's got everything.
Thank you so much. Congratulations on your feature film and all of the success, and best of luck with your upcoming projects too.
Thanks, Katie. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Bye-bye.
I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto.